one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west till the death till they bury me.
You walk around here thinking you everything under the sun. Anything you mix with, you think that's what you are. And the scriptures say, according to your father, that's who you are. So if your father is, no, it's all right, y'all have a good day. Shalom. Shalom. You know what I'm saying? You are according to what your father is. So if your father is a so-called Negro, guess what? You are from the tribe of Judah. You are one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Right. You are not an African. We ain't no stinking Africans. You know what I'm saying? If you look at that sign right there, you'll see that those stinking Africans are all about homosexuality and everything else. They eat each other and everything else. You are not no doodle eating stinking African. That's right. You are a so-called Negro. You know what I'm saying? And Hispanics, Latinos, well, I'm gonna say Hispanic Mexicans. You are from the tribe of Isupk. You know what I'm saying? Our Mexican brothers. You got what you got there? Bring it up.
1 John 2 and 3. And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments.
Now this scripture is saying, hereby do we know the Lord. You always want to run around talking about, oh, I know the Lord, I love the Lord, I pray to him every day. The Lord ain't even hearing your prayers because you don't even know him. If you're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, the scripture said right here, these not my words. Repeat that again.
And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments.
Go ahead, keep reading.
He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar.
You are a goddamn liar. If you say you know the Lord and you are not keeping all the laws, statutes, and commandments, bring me to Deuteronomy 28 and 1. And you are not keeping all the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Bible, you are a liar. You do not know the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Here in the Israelite School and Universal Practical Knowledge, we will help you keep all the laws, statutes, and commandments. You will keep all the laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? And you will know the Lord if you are in the Israelite School and Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander General Yahanna. You got that? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28 and 1. And it shall come to pass.
It shall come to pass. That means if we do this, it's going to happen, right? Go ahead.
If thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
To observe and do some of them.
To observe and do all his commandments.
Just the 10 commandments.
All his commandments.
It say, if thou shalt hearken diligently to observe and do all the laws, statutes, and commandments,
which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations.
Equal to.
Above all nations.
Below.
Above all nations.
It say if you do what the Lord say do, he will set you on high above all nations. That's where we belong. We don't belong on the bottom. But guess what? We on the bottom because we don't want to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. We going through what we going through because guess what? We don't want to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. The Lord got a place for us. And that place is above all nations if we hearken diligently to what he's saying. Right. If we do all the law, statutes, and commandments that the Bible commands us to do, we will be set on high. Do y'all want to continue getting shot down by the police? Do y'all want to continue having your mama and your daddy on drugs? Do y'all want to continue with your grandparents with diabetes, young kids with diabetes? Do you want to continue in sin? You know what I'm saying? That's why we going through what we going through, because you don't want to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and he's going to put you high above all nations. There will be no more white people shooting you down in the middle of the street, black man, Hispanic man, Native American. There will be no more of that. You know what I'm saying? That's what the scriptures say. Keep going.
And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee.
So it's saying we keep the law, statutes, and commandments, there's some blessings gonna come. Just like when you got your kids and your kids are doing right, they bring home a good report card, guess what? You're gonna wanna give them some privileges. You're gonna wanna give them some blessings. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Most High, we are the children of Israel. We are the Lord's children. So when we are doing right, he wanna bless us. Right. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field.
It say wherever you go, in the city or in the field, you will be blessed. You know what I'm saying? Drop that and give me Deuteronomy 28 and 13. 28 and 13. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter where you are, in the field or in the city, you'll be blessed. That's if you do what you're supposed to do. But if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you're not going to get these blessings. Let's get another example of some blessings. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28 and 13. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail.
It say the Lord will make you the head and not the tail. Guess what? You're going to be in the front and not the back. You're going to be the leader, not the follower. You're going to be the head. You ain't going to be the tail. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be behind. You're going to be in front leading. That's what the scripture say. Go ahead.
And thou shalt be above only.
It says thou shalt be what?
Above only.
Equal.
Above only.
Below.
Above only.
So it says you're going to only be above. Meaning nobody else will be above but you. Children of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You got some more on that? Keep going. Just keep reading.
And thou shalt not be beneath. If that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God.
You keep the commandments, you're going to be above and never beneath. Go ahead.
Keep going. Salaki.
It's all right. You got it? Keep reading.
Which I command thee this day to observe and to do them. And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day.
It say thou shalt not go aside. Meaning you should not stray away from these laws, statutes, and commandments. Just like when you tell your kids, hey, you better listen to what I got to say. You better not do anything other than what I say. That's what the Lord is saying right here. That's what Moses is telling the people of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Do what the Lord say. Do not stray away from it. Do not stray away from it. Because if you stray away from it, guess what? Keep going.
To the right hand or to the left hand, to go after other gods to serve them.
You're going to go after other gods and serve them. The Lord is a jealous God. You know what I'm saying? You don't supposed to serve no other gods but him. But if you stray away, that's what's going to happen. You're going to be doing everything under the sun. You're going to be committing fornication. You're going to be serving other gods. You're going to be sleeping with your best friend wife. And wives is going to be sleeping with all types of men. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen. And that's why we are destroyed people today. We are not supposed to be this destroyed, man. We supposed to be above, you understand? We supposed to be above all nations, but guess what? Y'all don't want to do what you're supposed to do. And this is how it's been with your ancestors, and we still doing it today. But I'm here to tell you that we need to stop doing that, and we need to follow righteous leadership, just like in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We need to break this cycle, man. You understand what I'm saying? I'm tired of living in this hellhole. I'm tired of seeing my people getting shot down in the middle of the street. But this stuff is not going to stop happening as long as you keep sinning. As long as you keep breaking the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, this stuff is not going to stop. It can't stop, won't stop. You understand what I'm saying? Keep going.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Now, just like the blessings, you know what I'm saying? When your kids don't do what you tell them to do, it's got to be punishment, right? That's how the Lord feel about us. So if we do what the Lord say to do, he's going to bless us. He's going to put us on high above our nations amongst a whole bunch of other good things. Those are the good things that I want. But guess what? Since we ain't doing that, and since we won't do that, this is what's going to happen. Go ahead.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So these going to be some punishments. These going to be some curses that's going to come upon us, that have come upon us and overtaken us. Go ahead.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Tell them where you at.
Deuteronomy 28 and 16.
It say, cursed shalt thou be in the city and in the field. Meaning, wherever you at, you can't run from it. You are going to be cursed. And this is how we know that blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans we are Israel. Because we are all cursed. If you look at what we're going through, we are all cursed. You can't say that the Native Americans are not our brothers, because look what happened with that pipeline. I know everybody's seen that. The world seen that on display. They came and took the land, built the pipeline, and the pipeline bust. The white man is the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of. Him and his white dog and her socks. You know what I'm saying? They take the land, build the pipeline that these Native Americans had. They just diligently vowed that they was just hoping that they wouldn't do. They pleaded with them not to do, and they still did it. And guess what happened? The pipeline still busted. It messed up the land. You know what I'm saying? That's what the white man do. He don't care how you feel. It don't matter how you feel. They gonna come and do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? You got some more on that? Nah, give me Deuteronomy 28:16. You know what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics. Look at what your Hispanic brothers are going through with this deportation stuff. You can't tell me that we not brothers. We all going through this same type of oppression. You know what I'm saying? Black man, Hispanic man, Native American, you are Israel. You make up the 12 tribes of Israel on this chart. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you going through, your fellow so-called African Americans are going through. Your so-called Native Indians are going through, Hispanic man. We are all brothers. We are all Israel. Stop trying to separate yourself. That's what the white man wants you to do. He wants you to separate yourself from your brothers and join with him, when we supposed to really separate from them, because they are our enemies.
That's right.
They are our enemies. We only got each other. If we join together, guess what? We gonna be powerful like we supposed to be. We already stronger than them, but we on the bottom because they ruling over us. And you can clearly see how strong we are. We run every sport. You see what we doing? We dominate everything. Black man, Hispanic man, Native American. Stop trying to join hands with this white man. The white man don't care about you. Not even Timmy at your job. You know what I'm saying? He may act like he care about you, but push come to shove, he gonna join with his brothers. Just like we need to join with our brothers. And here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we join with each other. All people, all our people, Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. We don't push away our people. But guess what? You heathens are not allowed. You out there? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28:16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Salakia, go down to 32. Salakia. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we gotta join with each other. We're not supposed to be joining with these other nations. You got that? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28:32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
It says thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another people. You know what I'm saying? Look what happened in the transatlantic slave trade. You know what I'm saying? So-called Negroes, so-called Hispanic, we were given to another people. Not only us were sold as slaves, but our
praises to the Most High. I ain't like most guys. Eyes on the future, but I learned from a boat ride. Tribe of Benjamin, inherited on both sides. Background Jamaican, mistreated, and I know why. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
Kwam Yasha Allah, sons of the power. Rise from the ghetto when Satan want us devoured. The seal of the Lord ain't found in church towers. Never dying on my knees like no coward. Wanna be an Israelite, you gon' need more than fringes. You gon' need to show you approve and get in them scriptures. Oh, I forgot to mention, traumatized from the lynching. Homicide, we the victim, homicide ain't the ending. Kids with PTSD, suffering symptoms, never getting treatment. Something he gotta sleep with. Stockholm syndrome so long that it ain't a secret. That's why I die for them